Hi. Greetings, greetings. I am good. How are y'all on this lovely Friday? How y'all doing? What's good, family? The low key stuff. Yeah, that's different. What's up, sis? Thank you, girl, because I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. I'm like, what? Do I look dark, y'all? What's good, though? We about to get this started. Wait on a few more people. How y'all doing, though? Great, great, great. Rising to you all. Mm. But we're going to talk about this mirror tonight. Are you a mirror in this existence? And what is a mirror? Are we all mirrors? Are you an activated mirror? Girl, definitely out of control. Definitely out of control. I think I sent it to everybody, so hopefully there'll be some more mods in here too. But yeah, they out of control. Very much. But you know, the show must go on as long as I got my peeps, my sisters with me, getting me out of here, okay? They doing too much. But what you doing, sis? At the moment. What was you doing? What was you doing? Okay, I gotta get to the beginning of this. Oh, Lord. Okay. Girl, did I tell you they tried to get me again on the app? Yeah, they was trying to ban me again on the app. But it didn't succeed this time. It didn't work. All right. Peace to everybody. Paying bills was thinking about putting on a movie until bed. I work this weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm off this weekend, girl. It's my weekend off. Yeah, they staying busy. That's why I was a little late. I was doing a video, like a little TikTok. And that's why I was a little late because I got a little video, okay? Because why you mad? I don't know why they keep trying to take your girl down. Like, I be in my own bubble. I don't be worrying about these people. Mm-mm. Hey, Maddie. Hey, sis. Peace, peace. But yeah, I got something fun though. It's gonna be a video. That's why I was late. My ass was over here TikToking. Hey, sis. What's good? How you doing, boo? But yeah, we're gonna talk about the mirrors tonight. You know, spark conversation from my one of my sisters earlier. Okay, and whew, the gems was coming, baby. But you know, are we all mirrors? Yeah, in a reflection of each other. Yes, we are. But there are mirrors in this existence. There are so far by very powerful. Okay, and in other narratives, they could be enlisted as, yeah, I can get on Facebook now, but they try to get my new account. They tried to get my new account. They tried to ban that one, but they couldn't get it. So I'm still on there as to this moment. I think I added you to my new page. Check your notifications because I sent some invites out. Um, but if not, I send it to you. I don't want to say it on live anymore. If you want there, you want there because these people are lurking, man. Okay, they lurking. But back to the mirrors, yeah, they are narrated in other aspects as the black sheep. Um, there's so many topics. The chosen one. I hate these narratives though, because we're far beyond those titles. Okay, by being a mirror. Okay, we are all mirrors, but there is particular mirrors in this experience, this paradigm. That's not the word I was saying. Probably say. In this parallel, okay, and we actually attract other mirrors, okay. And what I mean by that is by you being in this particular mirror, and this mirror, you know, like I said, we all mirrors, but there are particular mirrors in the experience that are so powerful, okay, coming into existence, okay. And this is not where you are, I mean, you automatically come in as this powerful source, okay, to be reckoned with as a mirror, okay. Um, there are some mirrors that are powerful, but they are broken. And what I mean by broken means they have levels of healing and cleansing and things in that nature to learn, you know, such far as wisdom as well, to be up to the level of the mirror that they're supposed to be. Okay? So these mirrors, I'm a mirror, and a lot of y'all on here are mirrors. Okay? All of y'all are mirrors. Okay? The ones that get it. Okay? You are mirrors. Okay? If you was looked upon as the black sheep or the oddball in the family, but in those positions, you seem to always attract people around you. And when I mean like that, I mean there'll be older people that are attracted to you. You know, the younger you are, they can be attracted to you. All right? You're always in settings where people can vent, talk, or whatever, no matter how old you are. I know for me, particularly as a child, I was around a bunch of adults. And a lot of the times, the adults vented to me or talked about topics around me that I felt like, you know, as a parent now, I shouldn't have been in those positions, but understanding who I am in this existence as a powerful mirror, okay, to many reflections in this experience, okay, that come to this mirror, that come to my mirror, okay, and, you know, expressed themselves in multiple ways, okay. You attract people that are strangers that just opened up, okay? And they spill their hearts out to you. They spill, you know, whatever's going on. They might even just need to have a confirmation of reflection, you know, upon themselves just by having a conversation with you. So by you being a mirror, people look at you and they can find in you very easily. Okay? They are attracted to you. You are the vibe, okay, that everybody wants to be connected to. Okay? You know, like in science or biology, how there is one cell or multiple cells, but within that one cell, there is multiple cells connected to that one major cell, right? Okay? It replicates itself over and over again. Okay? So these mirrors that you're attracting are mirrors that are reflections of you in this past life or this now existence. Okay? Most likely things you have already experienced, whether it's in this now or in the past, but they are attracted to you. Okay? And a reason, there's another reason because you're light. Okay? We've talked about how bright your light is, and it attracts so many individuals because they're attracted to your light. That's the same thing as you being a mirror. But by you being a mirror, okay, not only are they facing you and they're spilling their guts and they're expressing, okay, or they're having conversations with you, they're automatically really having conversations with their self, okay? All right? People can't hide nothing from you, all right? You a mirror, okay? So you already peep shit before they even spill their guts. You already feel the energy. You can already see, okay, who they are because you are that particular mirror. Okay? Now, by me being a mirror, I am highly connected to a lot of people. Okay? I connect with a lot of people on a daily basis. As it being in my family, everybody mostly comes to me about certain conversations. Okay? And that's because not only me being a mirror, but the level of mirror in my mentality, where I am at. Okay, I'm open-minded. I'm non-judgmental. I'm able to give wisdom. Okay, I can relate to a lot of things because I've experienced it. Okay, and mirrors, we go through the most shit. Okay, because we have to gain all of this data. Okay, so we can reflect it back onto people who come to us that we attract. Okay, now what I'm talking about is data. As you being a mirror, okay, like me being in the settings of adults, and we would, as parents, we're like, you don't need to be in there. You're around a lot of adults, okay? You're a child. But this child is a mirror and it's gaining data. Okay, you soak up all the data, okay, from your environment, from adults, okay, from people you connect to over time. All right, you gain the wisdom, all right, the understanding, and the reflection of it all. Okay, which makes it so people so comfortable to be in tune with you. They would spot you a mile away. All right, a lot of people don't want to deal with me because, well, there's a lot of people that deal with me, but it's few people who don't want to because they know that I'm a mirror, or they might not know it in that sense, but it's because I'm a mirror and they don't want to see they shit. Okay? So you will have people that will avoid being in connection with you. They will avoid being cordial with you. Okay? So they will be argumentative. All right? They will be argumentative. They will always have a wall up, okay? They will always be uncompromising, okay? You won't be able to tell them nothing because they don't want to see the truth, okay? So there's a lot of people that's going to avoid you, okay? They're going to stay in a narrative of illusionary that they have, put in front of them as a mask, all right, instead of just facing the truth of who they are, okay? And they don't want us to look at the mirror, okay? Now, a lot of people will come to you first before they go to their inner mirror, okay? It's comfortable that way, all right? Because we all have the mirror in us. So a lot of people will come to you first, all right? You the mirror and your altar is in stand, okay? It's right there in full effect, okay? So they will come to you first and they will express. And sometimes they will express as many times as they need to at this altar, at your mirror. Okay? Before they can actually be in tune with the inner mirror of themselves and face it. All right? So a lot of people will avoid you because you're going to always speak the truth. You're going to always reflect what they need to see. Okay? As a mirror, you are sheltered. Okay? You shelter yourself because wherever you go, you see it. No matter who it is. Okay? You will always see it. Okay? Now, I, of course, gathered some information so we can go a little deeper to what I'm saying as well. Okay? And, there are, by you being a mirror, okay, and you attract other mini mirrors, okay? I'm going to just say it like that, okay? Pieces of mirrors, okay? There are, these pieces of mirrors will be repeating reflections, okay? To your mirror, to you, okay? And by us being in tune and being able to control our emotions, okay? These mirrors, okay? These little pieces of mirrors that are attracted to you, the main source of you, that mirror, okay, will repeat certain behaviors through relationships, okay, through family members, through, experiences, whatever type of experience, whether it's jobs or whatever, okay, or something you dealing with yourself, okay. But these reflections will repeat itself, and we're going to talk about strictly with people, okay, because there's a lot of broken mirrors out here, okay? And they will come to you because your mirror is whole, is complete, all right? But they have a repeating mirror reflection, okay? And most likely it doesn't work out their way the first, second, third, or fourth time, okay? So they have to keep repeating these cycles, which is the mirror reflection, okay? Until they gain the understanding to that piece of the mirror that they need to put together, all right? To become their ultimate mirror, all right? So by you already being in that power source and being ultimately in your mirror, of course you're going to attract, and you come into this existence automatically like that since the day you was born. People flock to you, okay? They come to you for everything. Your parents, your grandparents, they come to you for everything. As they would say, you're the family therapist, or you're the friend therapist, or you're the therapist out the group, okay? People will come to you because you are a complete mirror. You came in that way, okay? Okay? Amongst all these broken mirrors out here, all right? So you're going to attract people in certain aspects like alcoholics, abusers, cheaters, okay? There's a lot of us that have, people that have been in abusive relationships, dealt with alcoholism in their family, cheaters, okay? So they are attracted to you, okay? They are attracted to you, all right? And that's because they are a broken mirror. And the way you came in here already activated as a full, complete mirror, okay? Meaning your light was not dim. That means you was lit. You was the vibe. You was the source that the family or the generations needed in that space, okay? To absorb, all right? To be able to express, all right? So you go through the most shit, and that's because you know how to reflect on it. You know how to turn off and on the mirror, okay? Where it doesn't affect you, okay? You see the wrong in the mirror, all right? And sometimes it can be triggering, all right? In certain situations in your relationships and your experiences, okay? But you will quickly, all right, find a solution to overcome that reflection, okay? You too probably was broken at one time too. Okay? Y'all remember that thing, you break the glass 7 years bad luck? Yeah. That is a spiritual thing. Okay? 7 years dealing with the 7 levels that you have to rise up. All right? To become complete again in your mirror. All right? Um, so I went through. My mirror was shattered at one time. Okay, even though I came in as a complete mirror, a force to be reckoned with, and it got broken in pieces at one point. All right, but I was still whole. Okay, all right. I know y'all have seen a mirror that's shattered, but it's still put together. It's still whole. All right. It's still in that one space. All right. So I've been in that particular space before. Okay. But nothing but, a little overseeing the situations to become completely whole again. Okay. But you are a force to be reckoned with. Okay. So a lot of people that are broken, they are shattered. Their pieces is not in one space. Okay? So they have to find themselves. Okay? You have always had all the puzzles, the pieces right there. They just had to be attached. Okay? So, of course, they're going to be repeating mirror reflections from past lives and recent lives. But by you already dealing with your emotions and controlling your wave, it never affects you. All right? It only triggers you in certain aspects. But you're quickly to overcome, all right, those situations. Now, when you're serving as a mirror for other people, like I said, you give people a conscious reason to realize who they are, okay, to reflect on their um inner trauma situations that they need to express, to get out, okay? All right. Now, even though we both are teachers and students, but most likely you have been dominant in the chief teacher aspect in your journey. Okay? That is a high level mirror. Okay? No matter what you have been through, you have always been high level in a teacher and energy. Okay? Yes, you have played the student, but you have ultimately always rose to being a teacher. All right? People come to you for guidance, understanding, problem solving, all of this. Okay? All right? So you always are going to be a servant to other mirrors. So when we say like, damn, soon as we start to be really tapped into with ourselves, or damn, I seem to always attract broken people, or, aggressive people, or racist people, or, whatever the fuck it could be, or whatever it is, right? You always seem to attract these low vibrational people, in a sense. Not saying that you don't attract high vibrational people, because you do. But we always talk about all these people that we attract that's just not at the level we at. That's because you are a source of the mirror. Okay? You are a high level mirror. You rank high in this shit. Right, dependable. Yep, considered the most reliable. Okay? Definitely. Okay? So when the saying of mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, right? That whole animation, that whole story, all right, was about you as a mirror. Because the mirror is also the most important thing, other than yourself, of course, in that animation, okay? All right? In the Sleeping Beauty story, okay? The mirror is the most important thing, okay? The witch went to the mirror, all right? The Sleeping Beauty went to the mirror, okay? Which is the princess. She went to the mirror, okay? And it was always the saying that you would have to say to the mirror, all right? To wake up the mirror, all right? And it was always mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the fairest beat goes all the way down to being fair, okay? Or pleasing to the sight, all right? Or fitting, okay? We're not talking about beauty, okay? Because I know a lot of us had that misconception of, the mirror, mirror, because the beauty and the witch is the ugliest. But if you flip it and understand the low vibration, the high vibration of that energy, okay? It's not about beauty on the outside, okay?
Mommy, this is for your wall.
Stop peeling my wall and put it right there. I'm not playing with you.
Where?
Put it on my dress. Stop peeling my wall. Stop that. Don't do that. You're messing it up. Okay. All right. So the fairest is going to be the one that is the most fitting, the most fair, pleasing to sight, the one that's most open-minded. Okay. The one that can be the most nurturing, understanding, higher understanding, wisdom. All right. So that's what the fairest is going to come to. All right. And the witch was never the fairest. The witch always wanted to do some low vibrational shit. Wanted to be in control, okay, of every situation. Wanted to have it all. And that's not life itself. You don't control shit in this bitch, okay? It's what you put out, and that's what you gonna get the fuck back. Okay? Now you have the wisdom to be wise on the choices you make. All right? And that's as far as it's gonna get. Other than that, you don't have control over that. Okay? From the beginning of time, life has already been destined, and it has already been laid the fuck out. Okay? Now you can change some shit up, but that all comes with a level in your mentality, okay? Or with the rise of the energy as a whole, okay? But that evolution dealing with the fairies, okay? Like I said, we was taught about the physical appearance because the princess was the prettiest. That's why she was the fairest, or the beautiful, okay? But it has nothing to do with that, okay? All right? Now, when it comes to the pleasing qualities, it's definitely bright, okay? Clear and fair, all right? Or within a pleasing in a broader sense. So you have a large intel or a massive intel of understanding, okay? Your light is bright, okay? Everything is, you can see a lot more clearer than a lot of people, okay? Peace, sis. All right? You can see a lot clearer than a lot of people. Like, people can't get over on you, okay? If the shit don't make sense, it ain't gonna make sense. Remember, you a mirror. So there's nothing nobody can get over on you. If that shit don't make sense in your mirror, it doesn't make sense, period. So you're very questionable. Not questionable, but you question everything. All right? And if that shit don't sound right, you're going to automatically say something, okay? It has to be clear in the mirror, okay? So when people come to you, they got to stand clear too. Because other than that, you're not going to, you picking up the shit in the mirror because you the mirror, and you know when it's bullshit. So they going to have to stand clear with you at all times, okay? Or I can't even take you serious, bro. All right? There has a moral connotation, right? So over the time, the meaning expanded to include notions of ethical or moral goodness. So you also deals with the justice, okay? And it is impartially and as reflected in the word of fairness, okay? So you deal with justice. It's going to be justified in your mirror. That's why I say you will alter too. Okay? You have the altar set up. Your whole setting is together. Okay? All right? So, people will come to you. We can even look at it as like a high priestess or a high priest. Okay? Your church is in order. Okay? And people see what you have done with yourself and see how you move and how shit don't affect you and how you heal. So they automatically are attracted to you. Okay? They see how you bounce back even as a kid. All right? They see how wise you was when you was a child. We say, that's an old soul. They've been here before. Yeah, we have. This is a constant repeat of that mirror coming in. Okay? It's a reason why you are looked at the way you are in your family. Okay? You are the altar and a mirror in many spaces. Okay? Include especially your family. Okay? All right? So you justify every fucking thing. People come to you for justification. All right? I don't think, I didn't realize until, of course, this morning having this conversation like, damn, this is, it really just makes so much sense how I be trying to figure out certain shit like with myself, like, damn, why? I mean, I sometimes I be like, shit, let me just walk away from a lot of this shit. Okay? Let me walk away from this community. Let me walk away from the information. Let me walk away from, just doing all of this shit. Okay? Because sometimes it just be blowing my mind how people, or just, how shit is attracted to me. Okay? But I can't never walk away. I can't never stop being a reflection or a light, okay, over so many broken mirrors in this space. I can't. It's so many times I said I give up. I walk away from my family, all that shit. I can't do it because there is something embezzled inside of me as this mirror, okay? And this is where I'm supposed to be, okay? All right, so the mirror I should be, okay? Now, when it comes to that altar, because me and sis was talking about this earlier too. When it comes to this altar, okay, and by you already being completely in settings, okay, with your mirror, you got the altar. Okay, I know a lot. I started out in doing the altar when I first got into the spirituality, okay, or the self journey, okay. I had an altar, okay. A lot of us do. A lot of people still have an altar and didn't realize that you are the altar. See, we realized a lot of shit that a lot of people didn't realize as broken mirrors, or they were shattered, okay, in a sense, okay. So we realized a lot of this shit. We realized that we was mirrors. We realized that we was the altar. So we didn't need this shit. Okay? So with this altar, okay, we have all these energies on top of it, and we're giving homage and we burning and offerings to this altar. People do that with you just by coming to you. Okay? All right? I've been blessed numerous of times. Okay? And I'll be like, damn, this just came out of nowhere. And that's because the energy I am set in, okay? Me being a part of this altar, okay, on a certain level of understanding, overstanding, it all, okay? And being a mirror for other people, okay? I've been blessed in so many ways. Okay, I know the true meaning of whatever I need, I got. I don't have to suffer. I don't have to worry. I'm a mirror. I'm going to attract that shit automatically. Okay? So, being at this altar, having the altar also at your settings. Okay? If you look up the origin of the word altar, it means high. Okay? I just said, look at it as you being a high priestess or a high priest. Okay? You are high elevated. Okay? All right? And I hate to say it, but you do sit high and you look down low. You can see. Okay? That doesn't mean that you're better than anybody. It's just because where you're at in your journey. Okay? And if you recognize that as a source of you being an image of God, you understand you sit high and you can see low. All right? And it all deals with where you're at. Okay? In your journey, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Yep, your frequency is high. Okay? You up there. And I did a video a couple of years, maybe last year, a couple of years ago, about people going into their inner altar. And they just be spilling their fucking guts. You're not doing shit though. Okay? It's just like going to a church and you're going to, what they call it? Oh my God. I just had it. A confessional room, talking to the preacher, and you're confessing all your guts. But you still go out there and do the same shit. Like, you can get over on this shit with your own mirror. Okay? Because you feed your mirror the bullshit. Okay? But when it comes to people who got their mirror intact and they already up high, you can't play that shit on them. They see you for what you is. Okay? They see what's going on with you. They see you internally. Okay? So you can never pull the wolves over their eyes. Okay? You can never put a drape or a cover over their mirror. Okay? They're going to always see you before you see you. All right? So you definitely, their altar is high. So you up there. Okay? And like I said, people, they come to burn their emotions, express, and they give the offerings. They don't have to pay you. They don't have to give you anything in the physical. You get that already. Okay? All right? And with this altar, the Latin roots also mean, with the word altar means high places of sacrifice. Okay. Yeah. High places of sacrifice. Most likely, you're this type of mirror that you're going to make these high places sacrifices. Okay? You always make sacrifices. Okay? No matter who you with, where you at, you going to always be the one that sacrifice. You're that mirror. Okay? All right? And through your altar, you're going to always make a sacrifice. Okay? Also with altar, there has a word similarity and connection to altar. Okay? Altar. Not the A-R, but the E-R. Okay? That means when people come to you and express, okay, or people just come to you and talk or whatever, okay? You have the energy to alternate their mentality. Okay? And they come to you to alternate their mentality, their thoughts, their energy. Okay? All right? So this is why people always come to you. You give them the alternative routes or alternate route to go. Okay? Whether you speak it or say, you ain't got to say shit. They could just come to you and spill their guts and talk, and they give themselves their own fucking answers because you're the mirror of that. You feel me? You don't even have to speak. Just by talking to you, they gonna know what to do. Okay? Because you have the altar. Okay? All right. Let me see. Okay. And with the word altar, E-R, the origin to that is other. So you're going to always give them other ways to go, other perspectives, other alternatives. Okay. Yes, come to you or come for you. Okay. Definitely, indeed. All right. Now with this mirror, okay, and by you being this particular mirror in this shit, I keep hearing the word, but I can't say it. Is it paragram? No, it's not paragram. I keep hearing it, and it keeps wanting to come out, but I can't get it out. But I know it's something paragram or pirate. I get it. It'll come. Just keep saying it. It'll come out. But to this word mirror, and the origin to this word mirror, it means look at. Okay? I don't want you to look at it as a physical aspect. Yes, that's the word. I keep fucking it up. I hear it, but I can't say it. I feel like it's not gonna roll off my tongue right. Okay? But that's it. Thank you, sis. Okay, so that's the mirror. Okay? And I don't want you to look at the mirror origin as look at, like you look at something to see how good you look, okay? All right, because we know beauty don't exist on the outside. It's only in the inside, okay? And beauty is not in a pretty form. It's in all forms, okay? No matter how high or low it is, okay? It's all beauty, okay? Right. I've been trying to say it for the longest. It's just been popping up in my mind. Like every time I say mirror, it keeps coming up. So I know that is the mirror. And it just keep coming up, and I just can't get it rolled off my tongue right. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Right, that is a tricky word. Look, I got to go to Google see how they pronounce it. Because I definitely think I'm saying it wrong. That's why I won't say it. But I know exactly what it is. But thank you, because that is the word. And yeah, and she came with it, because I definitely, y'all feel me. Y'all felt the energy. You knew what it was. I just couldn't get that shit out. But I don't want you to look at the mirror as a physical aspect. Look at it as people coming to you to look within. Okay? You have to look at. Okay? That means they have to come to you to look within themselves. All right? They have to come to you to gather their thoughts. All right? To gain wisdom. To understand teachings. Even to confide in. You know, just whatever form. Okay? People come to you to look at, which is basically to look at the mirror. You. All right? Paradigm. That's it. I could not get that shit. I was seeing it in my mind, but I could not. The DY, I think, was fucking me up. You know, trying to pronounce it. I'm like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. But yeah, that is right. Paradigm. Okay? So, you know, people come to you to look at their internal selves. Okay? They come to you to express their internal selves. They come to you for guidance. Even if they try to manipulate your mirror, the mirror, they can't manipulate it. You're gonna always call that shit out. You're gonna always say that don't sound right, because I know I will. I be like, that don't sound right. You hiding something, okay? You try not to tell it all. What is it? Like, make it make sense, okay? Right, where the fuck that G come from? Can't be all fucking discombobulated. But yeah, you know, people, you know, they would try to run one over, okay? But it ain't gonna slide. You know, you gonna always be like, what the fuck? Here, hell, me looking up shit. Let me look this up, because this don't even sound right. Let me, Simple like, Now, you know shit don't make no sense. Okay, so people, they will try to get over on you, because they can get over on their own mirror, because they feed their mirror. Okay, they got their mirror covered up. So they can try to come over there and try to cover up your mirror and try to secretly confess or secretly express. But at the end of the day, you're going to realize, no, there's some holes in that shit, and this is not right. You can't cover my mirror. I see you. Okay, even when you don't see you. Okay, so they come to look at, all right, through your mirror, which is inside of them. Okay. Also, I found that was interesting with the word mirror in the definition, not the origin, but the definition. It has similarity words. Ooh, and these similarity words dealing with the mirror that we've already talked about. But like I said, a lot of us are already beyond that. Okay? And be all over this shit. Be on top of it. Okay? Baby, be on top of the shit. You ain't gonna be able to get one on me, baby. You gonna have to explain that shit different or say what you mean because you explaining it wrong or you leaving out some shit and you trying to. No. You can't get past the mirror. Okay? Just like in Sleeping Beauty. You couldn't get past that damn mirror. That mirror knew when you was full of shit and when you was when you was on your shit. Okay? And the mirror always told the witch, well, if you do this, this is what the fuck you're gonna get. Okay? This is what's gonna happen. All right? The mirror was precise. Peace, sis. All right? The witch always tried to get over on the damn mirror. Okay? Tried to bribe the mirror with all that shit. Okay? And the mirror like, well, we gonna do it, but if you do this, this is what's gonna happen. Okay? And what Sleeping Beauty do? You as that mirror, okay? Right. Projecting that shit to you and you are the mirror. Okay? Gonna come right back to the ass. Okay? And what Sleeping Beauty do? Not Sleeping Beauty. Damn, is it Sleeping Beauty? Yeah. The princess. What did she do? She renewed that mirror, okay? She took over the mirror. All right, the mirror was like, yeah, we somewhere where somebody got some damn sense. You are the fairest of them all. Okay? So this motherfucker over here, she doing some bullshit. Okay? So the mirror became very quite acquainted with the princess. But the similarities to the word mirror, okay? That I found out that was kind of like, okay, we on point. We where we need to be. But this mirror is a reflection, like we already know. It definitely does repeat. Okay? It's always gonna be on repeat to whoever step in front of this mirror. Okay? That's why a lot of people gonna always come to you and repeat the same shit, repeat the same behavior. Okay? All right? And you gonna always tell them the truth. All right? So they try to avoid it all. They try to avoid. Okay? They try to go around it, but they'll never accomplish that. The mirror also means match. Okay? Okay? A match. Okay? You're a match made in heaven. All right? So by you being this powerful source or force of a mirror, okay, you can to anybody's situations. All right? You can understand anybody's situations. All right? But you definitely are not going to allow that to become your situations. We have before. All right? Just like that mirror was evil too with the witch at certain times. Even though the mirror told the truth. But the mirror still went with some shit what the witch was doing. Okay? So we have been out of tune before, and became unmatched. All right? But we match anything in this existence, because we're that high level energy of mirror. Okay? We reproduce. All right? And when I mean we reproduce, we create new ways in the mirrors. Okay? I don't know if y'all ever heard of, being the frontliners in existence. Okay? That means you came in this bitch to change. All right? So you reproduce new ways. All right? You also can imitate motherfuckers. All right? And people that try to avoid you, they don't want to see that. Okay? They don't want to see that in the mirror. Okay? Because you're definitely going to imitate their energy and it's going to reflect back to their ass. With that type of mirror. Okay? You are heavy and you stimulate. Okay? So in the stimulation of this existence, you stimulate a lot of the waves through your mirror. Okay? And people come to you to stimulate their fucking mind as well. Okay? Remember, When I said it as a child, also as a mirror, or even into this existence right now, okay? You collect all the data, okay? All right? You collect everything in your path, all right? All right? I thought I can make it. All right? As a mirror, people follow you. It is what it is. As much as I said, I don't want no damn followers. It can't be. I gotta be realistically. There's gonna always be someone, or a massive wave of energy, or people, or beings that's gonna always follow me. Okay, because of the type of power that I have in this existence as this mirror. Okay, you too. Okay. As much as you don't want people to follow what you do or to do what you do, people are going to always do. I'm a trendsetter when I ain't even fucking trying to be. Okay? All right? I'm just trying to put out the work. All right? So whatever you do, people will always mimic, okay? Imitate as well, because they imitate your ways too. All right? And they will always follow what you do. All right? All right? All right? You are a copy. Okay? You are a copy. As it is multiple copies in existence. But you are a major copy. Okay? Of the source. Okay? That's why you're so powerful. Right? And it's only a few of us. It's not a lot. Okay? It's not a lot of us. Okay? We just said something with the mimic. That's the same thing as the imitate and stuff like that. But your echo, okay, in the mirror. An echo dealing with sound, dealing with frequency. All right? That goes back to you being high elevated. Okay? So people are going to always come to your altar, and they're going to always spill their guts at your mirror. Okay? You're like a portal in this shit. People are going to come to you. All right? Just like, in the church they say it's angels out here. Yeah. We can reference you as us as archangels in this bitch. Yeah. Okay? You have multiple names. All right? And like I said, parallel with the mirror. You alternate, all right? At this altar and in your mirror. Your alternate way for people to go or to think or to, to change or to vibrate, all right? You create a parallel universe, ways in this existence, okay? All right? Okay? So with the mirror, you are all things in this shit. All right? When it comes to seeing, existence for what it is and being a major force to be reckoned with. Okay? Like how I'm going to try to, like it's certain points in the link of this existence. There's certain points that connect certain paths, parallels, okay? You're that point, all right? And with you being that point in that mirror, you reflect a lot of shit in that space, okay? And everybody always, that energy always comes to you, all right? To recharge, all right? To gain whatever understanding or reflection of what they need in their journey, okay, in that path. All right. Yep. Mirrors reflect back to self. Multiple. Okay. All right. Also, people who are mirrors are also, well, that's the same thing. Y'all are good readers. Like you can read the room. Okay. You can read the space. You come in. Okay. It's your space. Ultimately, it's your space. You come in there, bitch. Okay. And you see all of these alternate ways and reflections of pieces of your mirror. Okay. And you own it. Okay. That means you own that space. You own that room. Okay. When you step in, baby, they have no choice but to see you. Okay. Okay. You're always that person. And it's sad, but it's sad, but you're gonna always attract motherfuckers who don't like you. Okay? They're gonna always try to destroy you as that mirror. Okay? They want to take that point out. Okay? They want to take you out. They want to cover you up. Okay? So you're gonna always attract people who don't fucking like you. And the only way that they will get that energy to not like you, in a sense, right? They have to come to your mirror at some point. And when they realize that you see them for who they really is, what other people don't see them as, okay? Oh, they don't like you. All right? They don't like you. And it's not the fact that they don't so much like you. They don't like themselves. Okay? So they ultimately don't like you. Okay? That's why I said I don't know why these people, I don't even know why I'm even being targeted. But okay. I mean, I know part of the situation, but for people to be targeting me lets me know I've been moving some shit in this shit about in you that you didn't like. And by me being a force to be reckoned with and me being that mirror, okay, which is causing you not to like me because I'm living my life as a mirror, okay? I'm shining brighter things, higher elevations, okay? You don't like me because that's something inside of you, okay? So, of course, you're going to always attract people who don't fucking like you. They're going to say they don't understand you because they don't understand themselves. All right? Even when they have confided in you and they end up not liking you, they're mad at the fact that they've confided in you and your mirror. You the mirror. So you have all these secrets and truths. All right? So they become paranoid. They become very, pissed off and angry, and they try to, erase you as soon as possible as they can because they don't want that mirror to expose them. Okay? But us being that type of a particular mirror, when people come to us, we don't even put the shit out. They end up exposing themselves. All I got to do is stand in a space and you're going to expose your goddamn self. I don't have to expose you. Okay? Peace, bro. Okay? So just by my energy being there and being connected to you at one point, I don't have to expose. I don't have to tell nobody, tell your stuff. You're going to you're going to do it yourself. I don't have to, So people become, very, paranoid with shit like that, They confine it in your mirror. So once shit goes left for them, they get a kind of, nervous and shit because they don't confine it all in this mirror and they think, oh, this mirror is going to do this. But the high level of understanding you at, you don't do that. Okay? Just your presence alone will allow a person to expose them fucking selves. You don't have to say shit. You're the mirror. Okay? And through me, bitch, you're gonna always, well, I didn't say me, see me shopping. But through me, you're gonna always see yourself. Okay? Yeah, our presence alone makes them uncomfortable. I ain't got a little, they hit me. But yeah, you're gonna always see you, okay? Through me. Okay? Now, as a mirror in this existence, I'm gonna always see myself, okay, this image in other people. Okay? Alright? But but me knowing how powerful I am, I know how to control my shifts. I know how to control my waves. So my mirror, me being that mirror, I had to obtain that wisdom. Okay? So I can always connect with other mirrors. Okay? And gain wisdom and understanding through those other mirrors too. All right? And one thing about these other mirrors, I can't come in there as well and try to portray as a different mirror because they already know what type of mirror I am. Okay? There are low level mirrors and there are high vibrational mirrors. And there's the mirrors in the middle. That's you. That's me. We see from above. We see from below. Okay? Even within ourselves. Okay? So we're going to always come correct. Okay? But yeah. Me and my sis, we was talking about this earlier about these mirrors because, people just, out of blink of an eye, people just come to me, hell, I could be out. Even at my job, like, as soon as I come to work, everybody is happy to see me. Even the people that come to my job, they're happy to see me. I'm a great server in a way when I mean, like, I give people what they need, okay? Just through my reflection of this mirror. Okay, whether you need a hug, whether you need some motivation, whether you need some understanding, whether you need some reflection, I'm always that person. Has always been that person. Peace, sis. I was just talking about the mirrors. Okay, so I'm gonna always I always attract people from all levels. It doesn't even matter who it is. All right. And it's always been, I've always been a person, I guess, that people can easily talk to or connect with. All right. Even if I don't know you, I'll be like, hey, girl. Like, you're just that type of mirror. Okay. All right. People love to grace your energy. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna always have people who are going to follow you. They're gonna find you. They're gonna always come to you. All right. All right. And we have other mirrors that's on our levels that we go to. Okay. Okay. Because sometimes a lot of people coming to your mirror can give you smoking mirrors. Now they can smoke your mirror up. And sometimes you have to go to another mirror. All right. To cleanse that smoke away from that mirror. Okay. Because some people shit be steaming hot. Okay. And be like, damn, boy, lifetime of smoke. Okay. Have you all fogged up? All right. So sometimes, you have to go to another mirror. Like, hey, I need this mirror. I need my mirror white. Because just got a bunch of smoke in my mirror. Okay. That person was smoking hot. Okay. They steamed me up pretty bad. All right. But you're going to always bounce back. Okay. You're going to always have a solution for people. All right. It's just who you are. All right. When I say that you are the change, that's because you're a mirror. You're the paradigm. Got it now, sis? You're the paradigm. Okay. You are the point. Okay. To many parallels in this bitch. All right. So people going to always walk up through those parallels to you. All right. So you can alternate through the altar. Okay. Because you are that. Okay. So you can alternate their path. All right. And they know that they can't come to you unless they ready. Okay. Don't come playing in front of the mirror. All right. You going to get some Bloody Mary shit. And when I mean you going to get some Bloody Mary shit, I mean you going to get what you don't like. You going to get the boogeyman. Okay. Because remember, you as a mirror, you can imitate their energy. All right? You're going to find what you're looking for coming to a person like me or people like y'all. Okay? All right? This is why people can't fathom you. All right? This is why. But yeah, these mirrors, you know, being a mirror has a lot of perks. Okay? It has a lot of perks. You also, as a mirror, will be in a lot of people's dreams. Okay, I've had so many people over the years like, girl, you was in my dream last night. You was doing this, you was doing that. Being the mirror I am gonna be. I'm everywhere, all the time. Okay. All right. So you're gonna be in people's mind. You're gonna always be in people's dreams. Okay. And when you're in people's dreams, most likely you are in a higher elevated state or image in those dreams. You could be flying. You can be a 100-foot fucking giant. Okay. All right. You will come in so many high elevated images. That's because you are a mirror. Okay. Yeah, 63 years. And since a child, this has been quite a journey. Girl, even in my 43 years existence, it's been quite a journey. Like, that's why I'm like, I done been through so much shit in my journey. I know that a piece of my mirror, these smaller mirrors, okay, can never walk in my shoes. I have went through so many experiences in my lifetime because it's been data from generations to generations that I had to go through as a mirror, okay, to collect and convict. Listen what I'm saying. I had to go through all of this shit in my journey, from generational shit, from being here, okay? Because remember, you as a mirror, you collect from lifetimes, okay? Gen X, okay? You collect from lifetimes, okay? So I had to go and collect so I can convict, all right? These shattered, broken mirrors, okay? Even through my little bit of scratches or shattered pieces, okay? But I had to, because I have been through, being a mirror, you go through the most. And it doesn't have to be physically, all right? Spiritually, mentally. And when I mean spiritually, through the breath of you, okay? All right? Mentally, you went through some shit. Okay? So we go through the most because we're collecting to convict this data. So when these images come to you, being the mirror, you've already collected. So now it's time to convict it. Okay? So people are going to come to you And they're going to want validation. They're going to want confirmation. They're going to want understanding. They're going to want wisdom, guidance, all of these things. All right? Because I'm not going to a broken mirror for anything. If you broken, you can't feed me. You can't give me what I need to put my piece together. You're still broken. Okay? So, you know, broken mirrors create more broken mirrors. I came in whole. And I'm gonna stay together. I might have got scratched up, a little beat up, a little crack here and there, but I'm still whole. Because that's the mirror I am. I came in to, all right, to collect, to convict. All right, these broken mirrors. All right, and it's a lot of broken mirrors out here. And as long as the mirrors are broken, you're going to always have people that's going to follow. Okay? They're going to say you look so well put together. You look like you got it all together. You look like it. Because 9 out of 10 you do. Okay? Now, we might go through some struggles here and now and then, but mentally, spiritually, and physically, we got it together. Okay? What, baby? What, Jen? Jen, come here. The reflection is for the other to look in and reflect. My altar is in and reflect. My altar is an alternative way for you to reflect and not affect me. That's right. That is so right. Girl, give me that. Give me my purse right there. That's so right. That is exactly right. Okay? I get. Okay, sis. That is exactly right. Give me my oh, you dropped out of it. Yeah, give me that. Okay, so yeah. We're definitely going I said that. We're definitely gonna alternate their mentality, We're gonna alternate their energy. Okay, we're gonna give them because we being a mirror, you create parallel waves. Okay, so we're gonna give you that alternate way to go. Always, okay? And it's not gonna affect us. It might smoke up our mirrors a little bit, but you're not going to affect us. Okay, we're gonna always have other mirrors that's gonna always be able to wipe that away, or we'll wipe their own smoke that go away. Mommy. But it will never affect us.
Mommy, I can have it.
Girl, put it right there. What you gonna do with that? We ain't going nowhere.
Please, I can have it.
When we go to the store tomorrow, just remind me. So yeah, as also being the mirror, okay, because the mirror can also be represented as a mind, okay, and by your mind already being in a position, okay, of a higher learning, higher understanding, or overstanding, okay, you are most likely flexible as well, okay, you're a flexible mirror, all right, and you're able to see the world from all angles, okay? Okay? And this is where I'm at in my journey, okay? I'm at the level of this, as I would say it this way, I'm at the level of all seeing eye. I see all, know all, okay? Meaning, okay, that I can see, I'm seeing from multiple, I'm seeing multiple perspectives, multiple ways, all angles in this bitch. Okay? All right? So, by me being at that level, I obtain so much more than just the surface, okay, of it all. Okay? And I have always been like that as a child. And most of y'all have also on this live. Okay? Your intelligence has always exceeded beyond. Okay? Even when people try to make you feel dumb or dummy you down. Okay? So you have always been, exceeding beyond in intelligence. So I see everything for what it is. So I don't fall for this level, that level. No, I see all levels, baby. Okay? Even if somebody is talking to me about a certain level, I see beyond that level. I see exactly for what it is. Okay? And I understand why people see things from certain levels because that's where they see. Okay? But I'm at a point in my life I see all angles. Okay? All right? So people already know when you come to Shadrika's Mirror, or Isis Speaks Mirror, okay? You ain't gonna be able to pull nothing over her. Okay? Some people might be nervous coming to my mirror. And I have to, open them up a little bit. Talk to them, break them down. All right? But once they become comfortable, all right, they able to open up. All right? So I'm going, you're gonna always be, I'm always, gonna be given the most alternate ways at my altar. Okay? You got A, B through Z in this bitch over here. Okay? I see it. I see your angles. Okay? Now, do you see it? All right? Because ultimately, they do have to see they have to see it. But they're going to come to you first because a lot of people don't like to see what they see inside themselves first. So they go to other people trying to come with a mask, booted. No, you can't do that with us. Okay? That's just like going to the pearly gates of heaven. Okay? And meeting your maker. You're not going to be able to tell God some bullshit. Okay? That's why I'm at in my level. Okay? You ain't gonna be able to tell me no bullshit. Because it's gonna always be a high alert when bullshit comes across my screen or in front of my mirror. Okay? It's gonna always be an alert. It's gonna always be a sign. Okay? So people are not gonna be able to come over here or come over in my mirror and tell me anything. No. You ain't gonna be able to say that to me, baby. All right, unless it makes sense. Okay? And you being your authentic self, get out the suit, take off the mask, take off your shoes, get comfortable, like sis said, okay? And let's have a mirror with a conversation with yourself because that's who I am. Okay? Yourself will also put you in compromising situations just so people can you a mirror. Okay? Just like I was telling my sis earlier today. I don't been in a situation when I went to jail and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to bond the fuck out. And I couldn't even bond out. Okay? But it was a reason I had to be there. And it had nothing to do with me gaining a lesson. It was all about me being that mirror. And by me being in that situation, I was able to be a force, okay? For people to come to talk, to get the understanding, to alternate their mind. So when they get out of this bitch, get out of this jail, okay, that they in mentally, okay, that they will take a different route. Okay? Or even open up something in them so they can be able to come into a stage of acceptance and understanding. Okay? Whatever issues or, experiences they need some clarity on. I was put there. Okay? One of the past bros went to jail one time for, if you would see it, wrong place, wrong time. But he went to jail for a reason. And when he went in there, okay, he was a mirror. Being a mirror, So many people came up to him, gained wisdom, understanding, knowledge. Okay? Spiritual intel. Okay? They was able to get all of that from him within 24 to 48 hours. Okay? You will always be put in compromising situations because you a mirror. Even when you being abused and you the mirror, this motherfucker, those people see you. I mean, not see you. They see them all the time in you. And they're getting mad and mad and overly mad, and they keep doing the same, repeating the same cycle. Some people might even like it. They feel some sense of control or power seeing themselves like that. Okay? But you being a mirror, you're going to always show them. Okay? It's never you. It's always them. Okay? So yourself going to always put you in situations. You know, right place, right time. It's going to always put you there. Okay? No matter where you at. Okay? Hell, you might be sick, going to hospital for a small injury. Okay? Next thing you know, you don't have a goddamn session with multiple people in there. Hell, the nurse don't broke down and confessed or taught or needed some wisdom or some guidance. And it's just because you being that mirror, they know your energy. Okay? It's so comfortable. I mean, comforting. Okay? So you have a space, you open up the space for people to be able to reflect. Okay? So it's gonna always be, you're gonna always be in that energy. And I've came in acceptance with that. Okay? I came in acceptance with that. And sometimes as a mirror, I go black, I go void. Okay? And when I mean I go black, I go void. Because just like in Sleeping Beauty, okay, when the witch was kept trying to get the mirror to come up, and that mirror went black and went void, it wasn't even coming. Okay? You're not going to keep blowing smoke up in my mirrors. So I will go black, I will go void. That means I take away. I move out the way for you. Okay? You're not going to keep coming over here in this mirror. Okay? All right? You going 7 years bad luck with your own mirror. Okay? That means you need to rise up to the 7. All right? You need to rise up into your intelligence. You need to rise up into your crown. All right? And you're not going to break my mirror. All right? Because breaking one of me, baby, puts a dent in this shit right here. So understand that. Okay? It creates life changes in this motherfucker. A ripple effect. There have been mirrors that have been taken out, and they have created life changes in our existence. Ripple effects. Okay? All right? And it's a reason why you're guarded so strongly because of this. But God behold, somebody breaks this type of mirror with this type of wisdom and this type of information and this type of force of power. Oh, y'all get ready for some ripple effects to happen. Okay? That means a point. All right? In this paradigm, in this mirror, in this this existence, okay, has been tainted. Okay? So we have to do something to repair it. Okay? So you're gonna go through shit fucking with mirrors. All right? All right? There has been people that have came in your life and tried to fuck over your mirror. Them people gain bad luck in a sense, right? They go through hell once you're out of their life. Okay? They go through hell. And there are people that come in your life that they will rise just by coming in front of your mirror. Okay? But, you know, there are going to be a lot of people that's going to come to your mirror and they going to lose the connection to the mirror. You're going to go void. You're going to go dark. No, I'm not pulling out the mirror for you, baby. Find another mirror to talk to. Okay? All right, so yeah, you are very powerful. You are very powerful. We are very powerful. All right? All right. So I just wanted to break that down with y'all, understand the mirror and the power that, you know, that you obtained through your journey. Okay? You coming in as this mirror. Okay? Okay, sis, we been on it. Okay? Remember, you came in this thing. Okay? Like I said, you are the change. Fuck a chosen one. All right? Fuck a black sheep. All right? You are a paradigm. You are a change. Okay? You came in here to change people's lives. And even though you have went through the most damaging shit in your journey, you are the change to people's lives. Okay? All right? This is why people come to you. Okay? You're not going to feed them no bullshit. You're going to feed them the truth. Okay? Appreciate that, sis. All right? They gonna come to you. I know where I'm at right now in my job. I know why I'm there. Even though that's not where I choose to be. Okay? But logically, I know why I'm there. Okay? And divinely, I know why I'm there. Okay? Because me being this mirror and me being the change, it's not by coincidence or it's, you know, that I'm around a bunch of young people. Okay? It's not by coincidence. You got to be a pillar to the out. Ooh, wee. Yes, you have to be the pillar to the outcast. Okay? That's why I said, you know, with the altar system, we were saying, I don't know if you was here, but we were saying, you know, the origin to altar means high. Not altar with ER, but AR. It means high. So, you know, I know people don't like to say, you know, that saying people act like they sit high, they see low. Well, you being God, and in that image you are as the mirror. You do sit high, okay? You sit high and you look and you see low, okay? And that's not being on no ignorant shit. That's not being on no I'm better than you shit. That deals with mentality, okay? All right? So I definitely do sit high and I look low. Because mentally, this is where I'm at. Okay? And divinely, me being a mirror, okay? I see all and know all. Okay? Remember, I come to collect and convict these broken mirrors. We all do. I mean, not we all, but us. The ones who know you a mirror. Okay? If they're attracted to you, they follow you, they comfort you for everything, you are the mirror. Know that. Recognize your position. Okay? Okay? So I've came to, you know, agreements with understanding who I am and what I do and what I am. Me even seeing myself in a meditative state, meditation, and seeing myself as a fucking oracle full of mirrors around me. That gave me validation. I knew this years ago. Now it makes a lot of sense now, okay? Because I had a vision years ago. I've told multiple people, you know, see myself, white dress. I mean, just a white aura, okay? Oracle, all right? Surrounded with mirrors, okay? I was surrounded around them, okay? And there's only few people in that is a mirror. It ain't a lot of us, okay? All right? Because it's not a lot of points. But it's multiple parallels, it's multiple reflections, okay? All right? So that gave me confirmation years ago. I understood how powerful I was. You know, I understood the energy I bring in this bitch, put it like that. Okay? I understand the energy I bring. Mm-hmm. High ranking frequency, I understand it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all can be an altar for those to reflect on. We definitely can. We all can. But to be the mirror, a paradigm mirror, which is a point, okay, to multiple mirrors, multiple reflections, pieces of mirrors. This is where we stand, okay? So we're gonna attract multiple pieces of broken mirrors. All right. You've always had it together, even when it doesn't make sense. Okay? As long as your door, your mirror has always been up and running and shining, people are coming to your altar. Okay? But like I said earlier, I'm not going to no broken mirrors. You couldn't go. Why would you go to a broken mirror? You can only go to another mirror. You can't go to a broken mirror. Okay? You can't go to a high level mirror or a high elevation or a low vibration or a high vibration being to be getting any type of confirmation as a mirror. You can't. All right? You can only be in the middle, the 0 point, the point. And that means that you have to go to other points, other mirrors. Okay? Because they high rank just like you. All right? But you can never go to a person that's high vibration or low vibration as a mirror. They can only come to you. Okay? Because people can be in high positions and they can be broken. All right? We already know most likely people in low vibration, they broken. But the ones that's in the middle, the 0 point, those are the ones who are whole. Okay? No matter what the suit go through, you have always still been whole. All right? Whatever you have went through has never took over you because you are a mirror. You're a point in this existence. All right? That's true. I'm always exactly where I should be, even if it don't make. All right? Like why the fuck am I over here? I don't even know why I came this way. Why, like, what the fuck? Oh, it's a reason. It's a reason. You being a mirror, you're going to always be on call. You're going to always be on duty. It's going to be always somebody or something. Like, I can only go to a few. Like, a couple of y'all are on here already that I can go to and talk to. Y'all are mirrors. Y'all high-ranking mirrors. That's the only reason I can go to you. Other than that, I couldn't go to you. It wouldn't make any sense in my mirror. Okay? That's like trying to find validation from a person that's broken or destroyed. I can't do it. Okay? I have to be with somebody that's in the middle. Okay? They see all, know all, from the top to the bottom. Okay? And they're very open-minded to new parallels. Okay? Because other mirrors can help you create other parallels as well. All right? I know it's going to be some people who don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. It's probably because you're not a mirror. Okay? And I'm not trying to say I'm better than you. I'm just saying where I'm at, baby. You can't be if you're not grasping this and understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying you better than anybody in this experience. But outside of this motherfucking suit, okay? You are a fucking force of energy to be reckoned with. You create your own space, your own place, your own earth, your own universe. You created this shit, okay? You can create multiple paths in this bitch. Okay? All right? Like I said, I'm a trendsetter when I ain't even trying to be one. What the fuck? Like, ultimately, it's just because I'm a mirror, okay? And like I said, there's multiple names we have used. Black sheep, the chosen shit, bullshit. Black sheep too. Um, yeah, God. But remember, there's many shades of gods, and there's many wolves, or people in mask. Trying to be God. All right, you just have to understand your position when it comes to your energy. You already know that you're different. You already know this from early on. All right, you already know you don't fit in this space because it's like you being the creator trying to be a part of the creations. Okay, all right, all right. So you just got to know you will automatically know. All right, and now most likely is I'm different. You all know this early on as a child. I'm different. Okay, you will always know this. You will completely know this when you are young. This will be a part of your mirror because you will always know that you're different, and you will always express that I'm different. You will always express that you're not like your family. You will always express that a slight disconnect in your own family. Okay, it will probably make you feel like you this is not my family. Okay, you will always feel out of place, and that's because you're a mirror. Okay, even when you're enjoying yourselves in this thing, you know you're different in each setting that you are in. All right, all right. You remember you stimulate. Okay, I was talking about stimulate, dealing with I think it was mirror. Yeah, being a similarity, not is a similar word. Was it mirror or was it alter? I think it was alter. Of alter. Okay, you stimulate. Okay, and by you being already the stimulation, because you're a mirror, you can stimulate other people's minds. You can stimulate this existence. Okay, but like I said, it's not people. It's not a lot of people. It's not many. Okay, there is not many of us that. Oh, that was the word mirror. Okay, so yeah, you stimulate. There's not many mirrors, but it's a good bit of us. Okay, but it's not a lot, and it's not worldwide. Okay, all right. You are points, 0 points. Okay, and by you being at that point, you are a royal, ancient. There's another word I'm looking for that deals with like timely stuff, timely furniture and stuff like that. I can't think of the word, but timeless. Okay, you are that mirror. Okay, All right? You're that mirror. Okay? Paradigm, like we said earlier, too. I'm just catching up for those coming in and out. So, yeah. Just, you know your position. Now it's just time to be more in tune with understanding that mirror that you are. Okay? All right? This is why you're here. Okay? And remember, there are also broken mirrors that will imitate you. Mm-hmm. Remember, because I say a lot of people in this goddamn community, they just be imitating information. Okay? So people will imitate you. Okay? People use imitation to come up off of. Okay? Some type of money grab, some type of control, some type of popularity, some type of attraction. Okay? So people will imitate you. All right? All right? They're gonna feel like, even if it's, nothing major. I mean, you can look at it as a great thing too, because people are gonna try to do things the way you do it. Okay? All right, because they see how you do things and how you maneuver in this shit. All right, so they gonna feel confident and good to do things the way you do it. All right, you are the way. All right, point blank. Period. You are the way. Okay. So just you are the way, and I'm just leaving it there. You are the way, baby. Okay. People gonna always come. Okay. It's gonna be flocks. Okay. Of energy, birds. I mean, not birds, but beings. Okay. They're gonna always come to you. You are the way. You the mirror. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I thought about going live on Facebook, sis. I didn't know if I could or not, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Pop out. I got to pop out. Eventually, I'm gonna have to pop out. But like I said, they was trying to get my latest page, my newest page, taken down. They mad. They mad about the mirror. That's all. Because it's a lot of people that came my way, and they mad as fuck for seeing what they see in the mirror, and me being a mirror, seeing them for who they really are. And it ain't even on no bad shit. It's just some growth, okay? Because anybody who came in my mirror, I always grace with wisdom, and I've always graced with whether you're in my presence or not. I always send, and grace you positive energy, change, evolution. I don't give a fuck how bad you have been in my mirror. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I know you're not cussing me out. You're cussing yourself out. I'm just here to put the mirror here so you can get through it. Okay? All right? So, yeah, it's all right. They just mad at the mirror. It's okay. They gonna be all right. But God beholds, when I'm on this goddamn phone, and the phone is also a representation of a mirror too. You get it 2 times, baby, with me. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But yeah, continue to be the way, y'all. Continue to shine your mirror. Okay? Continue to do all of that. Just understand you as who you are. Okay? The force of energy, the major paradigm that you is, paradigming that you are. Okay? And keep changing. Okay? Keep making changes in this existence, in this world. Okay? Keep being you. All right? But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. And y'all. I'm gonna try to go live on Facebook and see if I can go live on there. I ain't even tried. I just came over here. But I'm gonna try to go over there. And if y'all don't mind, please share the live as well. Thumbs it up, okay? That way we can get it through the algorithm, the mirrors. All right. You know, that's the reason why we call the overseers in the glitch over here, okay? We mirrors, baby. Y'all know why we overseers, okay? We the seers in the glitch. You a mirror, baby. All day, every day. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, and I will talk to y'all on the next one. And as always, love, peace, and oneness. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace.